Welcome back to day 18 of our 21-day ski fitness challenge.
Today's workout is a glute and hamstring strength routine. There's no plyometrics. We're just trying to balance you out between the quads and the glutes so you can be strong all season long.
As far as equipment goes, you will need a box or step for step-ups. You will also need a small mini resistance band and additionally some weights. We encourage you to use either a kettlebell or a dumbbell and to up the challenge today.
We're gonna start our dynamic warm-up with squat hip rotation. So we're just sinking into a deep squat position. If your heels leave the ground, that's okay. We're just gonna try to work a little bit of internal rotation and external rotation on both hips. You can alternate side to side. You could just work continuous reps on one leg, just trying to warm up that hip joint. Maybe flush out any residual soreness from yesterday's cardio routine and the last 17 days of workouts.
Hopefully you're beginning to feel the accumulation of both strength and fatigue.
There you go.
Nice work. All right, walking pigeon next. So we're crossing our opposite ankle over the knee, giving a slight gentle push. Want to keep these moving.
Those wall balls got my glutes yesterday. Make sure with this one you're hinging at the hip and not rounding through the back. These are a struggle for you. You just need a little more time in pigeon pose. Rolling out those hips.
All right, onto our lateral leg swing. So go ahead and find a wall. We're bringing our leg to the inside, getting a nice swing.
Really try not to let your hips rotate. I'm just trying to swing my leg across the midline of the body and then out to the side. So we're getting that same hip glute stretch, TFL, but we're also stretching out the adductor. Nice way to warm up the hips. And we'll switch to the other leg right away. Don't kick me, Emily.
Don't kick your scoop
You have a
part.
bad habit of doing that.
You're in my bubble.
A few more swings on this side. Nice work.
Nice. Onto our compass squats. These should be familiar at this point. Sinking down into a standard air squat to start. We're opening up, moving that leg around, getting a nice circle, putting you in all kinds of awkward squatting positions. Both toes in, both toes out, one toe in, one toe out. Get creative with it.
Just keep those heels on the ground. Keep a neutral spine. As long as you're doing those two things, no such thing as a bad squat. Nice. If you have your mini resistance band, now is its time to make an appearance. Just gonna do some lateral band walks, really get those glutes firing. We're staying low, walking out to the side. If you don't have a band, that's okay. Just over exaggerate that external rotation of the hip. Stay low, get that burn going. Really try to abduct the hip. Get it out there wide without rocking through the upper body. Staying low and locked. You're crab walking over there.
Oh yeah. Channel your inner crab.
Nice work. We're done with those. We're gonna get into a little bit of isometric loading and then some glute activation for our main circuit.
Starting off with our single leg isometric tracers, getting into that isometric load. If you want to spice it up, you can do a forefeit load. And just like Mikey is demonstrating, we're tracing a nice half circle.
Try to throw yourself off balance. If you feel like you have good single leg balance, try moving your hands in all kind of spastic ways and see if you can recover. It's a good assessment of your balance, especially as a skier. You might find yourself on one ski needing to correct. Woo!
Nice. Switch legs, shake it out.
You can mess with your partner, try to throw them off balance. It did more damage to me than to you. Gotta keep them on their toes. Wait. I gotcha.
Woo!
Trying to keep that heel off the ground is tough.
Spicy. Nice work. All right, single leg glute bridges. So come on down to the floor. Doing one leg to start.
You can certainly do the standard glute bridge, but we figured by now, day 18, you can handle just the single leg bridge. So maybe starting with just the left leg or right leg, it doesn't matter. Keep that heel in, trying to press those hips up. Don't let your hips rotate. Keeps the core engaged. That should fire that glute and hamstring immediately. Make sure you're pushing through the heel and get those kits up high. We got a full minute here, so take your time. This other leg isn't doing much, just hanging out. But really emphasize that core engagement, that counter rotation of the hip. This free leg wants to drop to the side. You gotta use your core, your abs and obliques. Keep them squared up.
Nice work.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
feeling that in the glute.
just got a nice hip pop out of that.
Nice. Recalibrating. Here we go, switching legs. Another minute on this side. Also pay attention to what your arch of your foot is doing. Don't let that arch collapse because that knee will cave in, as we've talked about so many times. Keep that knee in, out, core engaged. These are definitely a big step up from the standard glute bridge. If they're ever too much, you can go back to our alternating glute bridge that we did in week 2, or the standard glute bridge from day 4 of the challenge.
Good memory.
Oh yeah. To tell you every set, every rep. I'm kidding.
All right, nice work, everybody. On to our next circuit, which starts out with multiplanar single leg RDL. So we're going to start out just with demoing the traditional standard RDL, and we're going to show you how to mix it up into the multiplanar variety. So I like to use a weight, totally optional for you. I do encourage you. So that standard RDL coming straight up and down, hinging through the hip, maintaining good postural alignment. For the multiplanar, we're going to come down slightly to the inside, the midline of the body, and then slightly to the outside. It doesn't have to be much. I'm just coming to the outside and inside of my shoe. Try this out. Ooh. Don't lose your balance. And if you do, it's okay. Reset.
As Emily said, it's very subtle. Not going way over to the side. Even just an inch or two, or a few centimeters, depending on where you live, is all you need to make this exercise even more challenging than it already is.
Does not take much.
I do find I have better success holding a little bit of weight. Gives me something to brace against and work with. Some added resistance. Plus we're trying to build a little bit of strength. Just because we're going multi-planar doesn't mean you can compromise your form. We still need to maintain the basics of keeping that good spinal alignment. And maybe you're not ready for the multi-planar variation, and that's okay. Might be something to work up to throughout the winter. Give me one more.
Nice work. All right, we've got weighted skier squats. Coming up next.
Looks like we're both going for the goblet position here.
I do love it on the shoulder.
Just working on that lateral squat. Keep your legs wider than shoulder width distance. We're gonna sink down in there, drive back up, sink to the other side. Make sure your spine is staying neutral, especially if you're using weight. This movement is equal parts mobility and strength and stability. So we're working that adductor mobility on the extended leg. Don't forget to switch the weight.
Good reminder.
Could also do one round on one side, one round on another.
So you can stay low with it. Ooh. Multiplanar step up now. Grab your box.
Again, we encourage you to hold a little bit of weight. Here's what we're doing. We're starting off facing laterally to our box. So my right leg is facing the box. I'm gonna flex through the hip, rotate open, keeping that knee externally rotated. I'm driving up and then rotating back down. So multi-planar, we're moving in that transverse plane to twist, and then we're still getting that glute engagement. Even though we're training for skiing, that step up motion is so good at recruiting glute, hamstrings, VMO, which is important. And you never know when you might find yourself on a little side hike with your skis on your shoulders, searching for some pow. We'll switch legs right away. So hip flexion, external rotation, drive up, balance, and then slowly reverse it on the way down. And we do want you taking that foot on and off every rep, working that hip flexion, make it that much harder for you.
Strong hip flexors equal strong skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to what that knee is doing. Is it collapsing in? Hopefully not. If so, correct it.
Nice.
Oh, nice work. Get set up for our deadlift next. We both will be using, thank you, a kettlebell. You're welcome to use a dumbbell, even a barbell, whatever you have access to.
Two different ways to do the deadlift. Emily, let's have you demo, starting with the hip hinge motion. So this is more of the Romanian deadlift variation. She's pushing those hips back just like we did in the single leg RDL, and then snapping the hips forward. That's gonna get a little bit more hamstring elongation in there as well. And then we'll demo the squatting variation, which is more of that squat motion, more so than a hip hinge, but we're still getting a lot of glute and hamstring recruitment. It's not that one is necessarily better than the other. It's two different ways to kind of work the same systems Experiment with which one feels best for you today. Kind of feeling the squat motion personally. Just make sure you're finishing that rep, tucking the hips forward, shoulders back. Really trying to build some raw strength in the posterior chain with this one.
Good work.
One more round. Those same 4 exercises. Good call. Stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
Really important on and off the mountain. We both ski with like little sock flasks in our pockets so we can sip on water while we're out there. We're on that multiplanar RDL. Again, just that subtle motion to the inside or the outside.
You might notice one side you have better balance than the other, and you feel more confident. Just make note of that. Say common.
Oh, partner. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Great job. I'll switch things up to the other side here. We're taking some familiar exercises and just diversing them a little bit. Might not seem like much, but it goes a long way. It's keeping you well-rounded and functional, strong in all planes of motion.
finish the rep. Good work. Right, weighted skier squats next. Shake those legs out. Oh, going with the medicine ball.
Yeah, why not? Mix it up. Get them wide, get them low. Snap, crackle, pop, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It happens. Nothing wrong with that. Unless it causes pain. Then we might want to look into it. If you're holding the weight on one side, now's a good time to switch. Give me one more, team.
Woo! Feeling ready to go skiing.
That was the point.
All right, into our multiplanar step up.
Another fun way to increase the challenge here is to elevate the height of your box. I'm gonna keep my same weight, but with a higher step is gonna make it much more difficult. And hip flexion, rotate, drive, pay attention to the knee. Not much talking, huh?
One more here. Good work. Switch sides.
Don't cheat it. Really try to externally rotate. Keep that knee out. Whoa. Drive. And reverse it.
Stabilize at the top. One more, you got this.
Nice.
Ooh.
On to our last set. Hitting those deadlifts. Pick your variation. I think I'm gonna rep it out in the squat. Maybe I'll do a few hip hinges.
I might even try them alternating.
Hip hinge. Oh, I like that.
Squeeze the glutes as you finish that movement.
Alternating those motions really dials in your movement mechanics,
Absolutely.
making sure you're confident in both. And the brain knows what to do. Hinging, we're pushing back. Squatting, we're dropping it down. Definitely feeling the glutes.
Oh yeah. Good work, team. Keeping quality. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Nice job. Way to get it done.
Day 18 in the books, and hopefully you're really starting to feel the benefits of these cumulative workouts, building up your ski-focused fitness. If you're still left wanting more, we got a bunch of resources for you in the description below.
We really appreciate you supporting this channel, showing up to these workouts. Be sure to subscribe and like. Of course, share it with your ski buddies, and we'll see you in tomorrow's workout.